I know it's been a while and I apologize, but my reasons have been legitimate. And I actually wanted to come back to you guys and speak to you today about something that potentially all of us go through. So the last couple of weeks have been hectic in both a positive note as well as a challenging note. And what ultimately happened is it threw me off my regular routine, right? So I wasn't getting in my workouts when I usually get it. I wasn't eating the food that I would usually eat, and my meal timings weren't the same. My sleep routine wasn't the same. Pretty much everything was off balance, and that's okay, right? Because every now and then life throws you a different set of challenges, and sometimes you have to be okay with not having your everyday cup of tea. But what happened is, even coming out of it, now that I'm out of those 3 weeks where things were, I don't want to say out of my control, because nothing's really in our control, but things were quite different to the usual. And just coming back even this week, I'm still finding it difficult to get going. As in, not that I don't know what I need to be doing. I know exactly what I need to be doing. But you know how sometimes you're stuck? Like, in writing they call it a writer's block, or for creators a creator's block. But this is just like stuck with life in general, right? As in, not that I'm not getting my daily stuff done, I am, but I'm not in that flow state. And that got me thinking, you guys could be coming across instances where you feel the same. And I thought, if I can share with you what I've been trying to do to help myself, get going and get unstuck, if that's even a word, so that hopefully if you guys are going through something like that, maybe you can write off, my mistakes, my learnings, or whatever it is that I had, at of course no cost. So for us to understand, the 3 steps are broken it down, and it's called RATs, R-A-T, right? You don't need the S actually, R-A-T. And each of these elements are what I've broken it down into in terms of what I need to be doing, right? For me to get unstuck and to get moving again. So number 1, the R, which stands for revisit your purpose. So if you are somebody who has no clue what your purpose in life is, this might not be the video for you, because this is an element of interest that I would share with people who already know what kind of a journey they are on life, but they're just stuck at the moment, right? You know what you need to be doing, but you're just stuck for now, right? So if you are somebody who hasn't quite discovered your passion, your purpose, or your reason for existence, maybe I'll address that in a different video, and that might be of benefit to you. But if you already don't know it, then you can save your time and tune out of this video. But if you already know it and you're stuck like me, the first thing is revisit your purpose. As much as you might know what your purpose is, it can be profoundly beneficial to remind yourself, this is why I am in existence. This is why I'm in existence. And that can be different for each and every one of you. And that's why I don't want to go into specifics. I'm not telling you guys what specific challenges I went through, what specific difficulties I had, or what specific opportunities I had, because it doesn't matter, right? That's personal to me. You guys have your own list of challenges, opportunities, obstacles, whatever it might be. But what matters is how we navigate through it. And that's why I'm only sharing that component. So the first thing in RAT, R-A-T, is the R, which is revisit your purpose. Number 2, this is probably where most of us struggle, and that is the A in RAT, which is accept the reality. Accept the reality. A lot harder done than actually said, because you have to accept that as much as you spend so much time crafting your routine, crafting your life, every now and then something is going to come in and disrupt that. And when it does, the most important thing is to actually accept that things are different now. Because the more we deny it, there's going to be a misfit. There's this ideal state, this expectation that you want in your life, but the reality of your circumstances, situations, plans, availability of resources are such that you can't achieve that. And sometimes the gap is so big that it is demotivating. So the second step is to actually accept the reality of what is going on around you. Now the final step in RAT, which is the T, is take action, right? You've revisited your purpose, you've reminded yourself why you are in existence, why you need to overcome whatever your circumstance, your struggle, or whatever. from that point forward, you've accepted the reality. You've said, you know what, this is what I had, this is what it was, but this is what it is, and this is what I have now, and I gotta work with this. But the last piece, which is the most important part, is to finally take action. And when it comes to taking action, I just want to remind all of us that it doesn't have to be gigantic, massive, revolutionary, evolutionary, life-changing things. It can be a 5-minute action, right? For example, if you were somebody who was studying something regarding, or rather in relation to your profession every single day, and you used to spend an hour a day learning, just expanding your knowledge. But now you've not been doing anything for 3 weeks, and now you're finding it difficult to get back because you can't find an hour to do it. So what invariably happens is you do nothing because you're always waiting for the entire hour to start investing. But you're not going to get that hour anytime soon. But what about a 5-minute action? What if you could read a paragraph? Yes, it's not the same as getting as immersive within that hour. You're not going to get as much learning as you used to, but it's still better than nothing. Right? I mean, if it is within your disposal and it is within your means to take some big action, by all means do it. But if you can't, take that 5-minute action. Take that next step, just one step, right? And you realize that that's when you actually start getting unstuck, like we discussed at the beginning, right? So if you are stuck, if you've lost your mojo, if you've lost your routine, and you want to get started, you need to revisit your purpose. You have to accept current reality, and lastly, but most importantly, you have to take action. I hope this has been of service to you. I hope this benefits you guys, and I hope that I can appear more frequently now moving forward to serve you guys, because truly that is my passion. That is what fulfills me every single day.